What's going on guys, it's your boy Mr. Was, and in today's video I'll be testing another moneymaker from the OSRS Wiki, and this time it's mining Amethyst crystals. I really hope you enjoy this one, and if you did, make sure you like the video, comment and subscribe to the channel if you're new. So without further ado, let's get straight into the video. Now before getting to this method, I just want to say once again thank you for helping me reach 3,000 subscribers. It is a very nice milestone for me, well for us, and hopefully we can continue growing together. Now what I'm going to do is every time I hit a 1,000 subscriber milestone, I'm going to add another 100 mil into the pot for another giveaway. So for example, when I hit 4,000 subscribers, it'll be 200 mil, 5,000 subscribers, it'll be 300 mil, etc. So the more subscribers I get, the more money I'll give away. So mining Amethyst crystals was released on the 22nd of June 2017, and this is a very good and popular members moneymaker, as you can make a lot of GP per hour. Now according to the OSRS Wiki, you can make around 307k, 796 GP profit per hour, which is really good considering there's little to no effort when doing this method. You can also gain up to 19.2k mining XP within an hour, which is not too bad either. Now normally the wiki mentions that you have to spend money on supplies, but for this method, as you can see, you don't need to spend any GP whatsoever apart from buying a pickaxe of course. Also, the wiki mentions that you need to mine 90 amethyst per hour along with 4.5 unidentified minerals, and I'll explain why they are useful in a bit. Mining the amethyst grants you 240 XP each one you mine, which makes this the best XP compared to any other ore in Runescape. So just think, only 90 amethyst per hour, which is an equivalent of 3.5 inventories. You can also make over 300k GP per hour whilst AFKing, so I'll take that all day long. This is more of a higher tiered moneymaker, mainly because you need a very high mining level, and it is recommended to have a good pickaxe to make this moneymaker worth doing. Now before getting to the requirements, I'm going to explain where I'm mining the amethyst. So I'm in a mining guild, which is the best place to mine just because there's a very close bank. You will need 60 mining to enter the guild, which isn't too high of a requirement. To get here is very simple, just use your skills necklace to teleport straight to the mining guild and run south to where the bank is. You can also teleport to Falador and run to the eastern corner, but that does take a lot longer. Okay, so the requirements for this method, you will need 92 mining. Yes, it is a very high requirement, but it is worth getting to as you will end up making a lot of GP mining the amethyst. But of course, the higher your mining level, the better. For the items, you will need the best pickaxe you can use, anything from rune, dragon and crystal. Now I would 100% grind for the crystal pickaxe, and I'll explain why. So the pickaxe gives a 3% overall mining increase compared to the dragon pickaxe, and a 9% increase over the rune pickaxe. Now to make this pickaxe you will need 76 smithing and combining a dragon pickaxe, which costs 4 mil right now, as well as 120 crystal shards and a crystal tool seed, which is also 4 mil. You can obtain the shards multiple ways as you can see, but the fastest way is probably the gauntlet and Zalcano. So like I said, it is a grind, but you will end up having the best pickaxe in the game. Now once you have created the pickaxe, you will get 10,000 charges, which will degrade over time, very similar to Barra's items. You can also use a special attack which boosts your mining by 3 levels, which can help players who have lower mining levels. Now for the gear, I would highly recommend having full prospector, as this gives you a 2.5% mining boost when wearing the full set. It doesn't sound like a lot, but if you're going for 99 or 200 mil for example, then this will help over time. Now if you're wearing the Varrock Armor 4, which is what I'm using, which is what you get as a reward from completing the Varrock Elite Diaries, this will act as a prospector top, and this also gives a 10% chance of mining 2 of any ore. And as you can see in my chat box, it comes up with a message saying the Varrock plate body enables you to mine an additional ore. You don't get any extra XP, but obviously you will get more GP per hour. Now this only works on amethyst, lovakite ore and sandstone rocks. But the outfit itself you can get from Motherlode Mine by collecting 180 golden nuggets, which might take you a few days depending on how much you play per day. The next item is optional, but it's for people who's using a crystal pickaxe only, and that is wearing an elven signet. The item is just under 1 mil in the grand exchange, but this is very good as it gives a 10% chance not to use a charge when using crystal equipment. Now you can sell this once you're finished with your mining if you really want to. And lastly, you can wear the expert mining gloves, which unfortunately I don't have, as you need 240 unidentified minerals, which you can get from mining Amethyst. You can start off with normal mining gloves, then you can upgrade to superior, then of course the best ones is expert mining gloves. Now these gloves have a chance of non-depletion when mining a rock, so as you can see when wearing the gloves you have a 25% chance that the amethyst crystal will not deplete, which can make this method even more AFK. Now this isn't a must, but if you do have the minerals then of course buy the expert gloves. I know I went into a little bit too much detail with the requirements etc, but it is handy for new players who don't know the little details when mining, as it will help improve your GP and XP rates per hour. Now what I like about this method is that you can make a nice amount of GP per hour, and it's really AFK, as you can watch movies, TV shows to keep yourself distracted. Another reason why I like this method is that you will make profit when mining no matter what, even when you start at level 1 mining tin ore, all the way up to level 92 mining, which is amethyst. One other reason why I like this method is that you can obtain uncut gems whilst mining. It's not that common, but it can boost your GP rates just that little bit more. You can also obtain clue geodes, which when opened you will have a clue scroll inside. Not sure of the drop rates as it just says rare, but you will get anything from a beginner clue scroll all the way up to elite. You can also get a really cool mining pet called the rock golem, as you can change it to all different colours by using a desired ore on the pet golem. So if you want that amethyst colour for example, then simply use an amethyst on the rock golem to change its colour, and I find this a really cool feature. So the drop rate of that is 1 in 46,350 if you're mining amethyst, which is the second best way to obtain the pet. The best drop rate is mining runite ore, which is a drop rate of 42,377, but as we all know, mining runite ore even at level 99 is so much slower than amethyst, so I would choose amethyst if you want the rock golem pet. Now there is a use for amethyst apart from just selling them in the grand exchange, and that's to craft range ammunition such as amethyst bolt tips, amethyst arrow tips and amethyst javelin heads, while having a chisel in your inventory, and this will stop you from banking a tool, which will be really handy for players who wants to be super AFK. Now I would not advise you to craft these just because you will lose around 90 to 250 GP at the moment, as the GE prices are all over the place. There was a time when these are worth crafting as you would make a nice profit, but you might have to wait a while till the prices change. Also you will gain 106 fletching XP per 10 bolt tips made, which requires 83 crafting, 202 XP per 15 arrows made, which requires 85 crafting, and 60 XP per 5 javelins made, which requires 87 crafting. Now what makes this method profitable is that you can sell the amethyst in a grand exchange for a whopping 3.3k each, and they do sell at medium price as I've checked this out myself. Sometimes you can sell for a little bit more depending on the demand. And the last thing I want to mention before going to the tips and tricks is that if you want to go all the way to 99 mining through this method, you will need to mine 26,493 amethyst from level 92 all the way up to 99. It doesn't sound like a lot, but as these are quite slow to mine, it will take some time, but you will end up making a huge profit of 84.1 mil. Now there is some tips and tricks as usual that will help you do this method efficiently, and this will help you make the most amount of GP and XP per hour. So the first tip is going into a PvP world. Now you're probably thinking I've lost the plot, but actually going into a PvP world is safe, and as you can see, if you do try and attack someone, it will say in your chat box you can't attack players here. But as these worlds have hardly any people, you'll have this area to yourself most of the time. The next tip is to stay in one spot. Now what I mean by this is pick a spot in a mining amethyst area. So as you can see, I'm just mining the 4 to 5 crystals and hardly moving around, which makes this more AFK. Now as it takes a while to mine just one, you can just use the 4 crystals. Sometimes you can mine them super fast, which then you might have to move to the nearest crystal, but stick to an area like I am and it just becomes that little bit more AFK, believe it or not. And the last tip is turning on the mining plugin on Runelight, and this simply shows you the respawn timers for the Amethyst crystals. This also works for anything you mine as well. You don't have to use this plugin if you don't want to, but I find this really handy, and for those who are interested, the crystal respawn timer is every 75 seconds. So I'm almost at the hour mark now, and if I can give one downside to this method, it would be the mining requirement. And as we all know, mining is such a long and boring skill to level up, so yeah, I feel sorry for the people who have to get to 92 before they can start making some decent money. But on the plus side, you will make a nice amount of GP per hour, and once you have your Rune Dragon or Crystal Pickaxe, it will be just pure profit from now on. Now, I made a community post on what videos I'll be making next, and as you can see, my next video will be 1 hour of ham storeroom. Now, this method isn't on the wiki, but I did get a request on this on one of my recent videos, so stay tuned for that. So that is the end of the hour now, guys, so let's price check all the amethyst that I have mined and see how much profit I have made. Okay, so here is all the amethyst that I have mined, and I've got 94 out of the recommended 90 from the wiki, which is good. So let's price check this, and I've made 314k, 618 GP. That is really good. And I also gained 22.5k mining XP within the hour as well. Now, as I didn't spend any money on supplies, this was just pure profit for me. For those who had to spend 4 mil on a dragon pickaxe, you can sell it back to the Grand Exchange if you really want to. Or for those who are using a crystal pickaxe for the first time, I would advise you to keep it as it's the best pickaxe in the game. And if you don't have 99 mining already, then definitely keep it till you reach that goal, as well as getting the mining pit. Now let's go back to the OSRS Wiki, and it mentions you can make 307k and 796 GP profit per hour mining 90 amethyst. Now I think my 99 mining did help a little, as I mined an extra 4 amethyst within the hour, which gave me an extra 3k mining XP compared to the 19.2k from the wiki, but I was 1 to 2 unidentified minerals short, but that's okay. I am a bit surprised I only gained an extra 4 amethyst considering I'm 99 mining, but I suppose that is a sigh of relief for most players, as at 92 mining you're gaining pretty much the same amount of amethyst per hour, and you don't have to worry about rushing to 95 mining or 99 to get the best GP and XP rates per hour. So an accurate money maker and a profitable one as well with minimal effort. This is definitely worth doing if you want fast GP whilst being super AFK. If you've got any other video ideas from the OSRS Wiki, please let me know in the comment section below, and I'll create that video for you as soon as possible. So that is the end of the video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, smash that like button, comment below and let me know what you think about this moneymaker, and of course subscribe to the channel if you are new for more old school RuneScape money making videos. Until next time, I'll see you guys in the next video.